Hey Hart fans, Butch Hartman here. I'm so glad you're here. You know why? Because it's time for action. Someone has not hit their subscribe button and it's time you did so. Please, perfect. Thank you. Confessions of a Nicktoon Creator. I'm confessing things about being a cartoon creator at Nickelodeon Studios, things you guys may not have known. I want to get behind the scenes of for you. When you're a cartoonist and when you're an animator working in the industry, that's your job. You do it all day long. It's something you've dreamt of doing, but then you finally get into it and you're doing it every day. You don't really realize the amount of people in the world who are fascinated by animation and cartoons and want to know about what you do. I mean, things that I would take for granted on a daily basis, I started realizing, wow, people really want to know about this because it's just something they're fascinated with. And I don't blame them because when I was a kid and not in the industry, I was fascinated by it as well. I'm still fascinated, but now that I kind of know how to do it, it's become sort of, I guess, second nature to me because I just do it all the time. So we're talking today about something that is very elemental, very basic in all cartoon land, all of cartoon everything. It's character design. I mean, think of all your favorite characters that are animated and think of how they're designed. And I'm going to talk about two characters of mine that I actually had a real hand in designing, Timmy Turner and Bunsen as a Beast. And in fact, I designed both of these characters, so I can totally speak to how these characters first came about. One was very easy to design. The other one was a nightmare to design until I finally landed on his final design, and then I was so pleased with how that character came out, I couldn't believe I actually thought the other designs were better. So when it came time to design my characters, what was I thinking in the process? You know, what does a cartoon creator do when he's designing a cartoon character? Well, when it came time to design Timmy Turner, here's what I did. If you notice, Timmy Turner has a very huge head. He has a very tiny body. A gigantic mouth takes up all of his head, and his eyes are huge, his hair is gigantic, he's got the iconic hat. This is him as Cleft, the boy Chin Wonder, of course. But when I first designed Timmy Turner, I was working at Hanna-Barbera at the time. I was on the Johnny Bravo show. But before I got into Johnny Bravo, I was working on a lot of very traditional Hanna-Barbera shows. I was working on Droopy Master Detective, and I was working on Tom and Jerry Kids. I was doing a lot of Hanna-Barbera merchandise drawings. Like I was doing these neckties that had Fred Flintstone on them and things like that. So I was doing a very traditional Hanna-Barbera style to my designs. And when I designed Fairly OddParents, I decided I'm going to draw something way different than I've ever drawn before.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hard to believe now because you're so used to the Timmy Turner design, but that character design I had never drawn before. So I really pushed myself when I was drawing Cosmo and Wanda and Timmy to kind of step out of my comfort zone. If you're a character designer, I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone because you really should start drawing things you're not really used to drawing. It's just going to expand your horizons. It's going to up your skill set. It's going to give you more variations on your drawing and on your craft that will make you more employable, that'll make you more appealing to people that want to work with you. So when it came time to design Timmy Turner and Cosmo and Wanda, I just wanted to do something I'd never drawn before. I looked at a lot of John Crisfolucci drawings, and I really tried to push myself more into a Ren and Stimpy style. When you look at the very first drawing of the Fairly OddParents, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of Ren and Stimpy influence in that one drawing. And I thought, I'm just gonna really push myself into doing this style. And to be honest with you, when I designed Timmy Turner, I did that one drawing of Timmy. I didn't really try any other drawings. I just did Timmy Turner in that pose. I colored his hat blue. His hat was going to be blue. I was going to do a second drawing of Timmy, but I ran out of blue ink in my marker because there was no digital art back then. So I used my marker. Marker ran out of ink, and I decided to color the second drawing pink, and that's where the pink hat came from. But that one drawing of Timmy Turner is the character design that I ended up sticking with. I refined it, of course, as the years went on. I stretched his head out. I made the lines more smooth on the sides of his face. If you look at the Fairly OddParents, the whole show, there's a real language to the way the characters are designed. All of their heads have kind of the same shape. That's sort of where that language came from, was the shape of Timmy Turner. And that character design, I liked it. I stuck with it, kept refining it, and we were very blessed and fortunate enough to keep going over the years to where I could just really have fun with that design and evolve it as time went on. It's kind of what happened with the Simpsons. When they first started making the Simpsons cartoons, the characters were very raw looking and basic because Matt Groening had started off as a comic strip artist for the LA Weekly, and the Simpsons really looked like a lot of his comic strip characters. But as the years went by, and they were able to refine those designs, they started just making them look a lot smoother. The designs matured over time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So Timmy Turner's design matured over the years, but it's really based on that one drawing I did of Timmy way back when. So I really, really got fortunate on that I really love that design enough to stick with it. Now this guy over here, Bunsen from Bunsen is a Beast. He's a different story. I love everything about Bunsen. I love his eyes, I love his lips, I love how fuzzy he is. He's very lovable, very cute. But Bunsen did not start out this way. In fact, this is the very last drawing I did of Bunsen. The last design. Because when I was coming up with Bunsen as a Beast, I literally probably went through 1,000 versions of Bunsen. I just went through version after version after version. His best friend Mikey was a little more in the Timmy Turner vein when I started drawing him. I really had to kind of get outside my comfort zone to design Mikey. I had a friend of mine, the great Gordon Hammond. He helped me design Mikey Monroe. Gordon did a great drawing of Mikey. I was drawing Mikey and Bunsen so much and wasn't getting what I wanted. I had to have someone else take a shot at it. I was like, Gordon, because I love Gordon tremendously. He was an Emmy winner from the Fairly OddParents, by the way. I said, Gordon, can you just please design this character for me? I'd really appreciate it. So Gordon took a shot at Mikey and Bunsen, did a great job. I loved his Mikey, I loved his Bunsen, so I actually started doing the first storyboard for Bunsen as a Beast with those character designs. Finally I have Mikey, finally I have Bunsen. This is great! And Bunsen, for the longest time, was very reptilian. I kept drawing these scaly, dragony, lizardy monsters. Like these, that's what I wanted to do. I thought, oh, this is really, really cool. I kept thinking of Monsters, Inc. I kept thinking kind of Mike Wazowski, that sort of, humps on the back and sort of little horns on the head, that kind of thing. So I do this whole storyboard with Mikey and Bunsen. Everybody loved it. I'm like, this is it. Yes, finally! Victory! And then the head of Nickelodeon, who I pitched the show to at the time, he said, I love the show, we love the story, but I think you can do better on the Bunsen design. What? Car screech? Crash? I mean, what? I better on the design? What are you kidding? I literally had thousands of designs of this character. I even had someone else design it for me. Finally found something I liked, and you want me to try and do it again? Surely you must be kidding. So I'm thinking, there's no way, I can't possibly sit down and design this character again. But you know what? What do people who want to succeed do? They give it another shot. They give it a try. So I thought, you know what I'll do? I will give this another try. I don't agree with it, but he is the head of Nickelodeon. So I actually came to this office, to this desk. So I sat down and I started thinking like this. It really forced me to think. I thought, okay, I've gone reptilian all this time. Let's try fuzzy. let's try cute and cuddly fuzzy. I thought the reptilian stuff was cute, but I went fuzzy with Bunsen, and it was really interesting. I started doing like maybe 2 or 3 drawings in a fuzzy way, and I landed on that drawing. I said, that's pretty great. I took a picture of it, sent him the picture. Like an hour later, he sends me back an answer, that's the guy. And you know what? I'm really glad we did that, because I landed on this design, which I actually prefer 1,000,000 times over the ones I did originally. So I confess, as a Nicktoon creator, it was quite eye-opening to see the fact that I had to be pushed just a little bit to come up with the design I finally ended up loving the most. And that's the Bunsen I think everybody loves. That's the Bunsen that really spoke to me. I could really work with that character design. He was always so cute. The more we animated him, the more we moved him around, it was just more lovable and fun, and I really am so glad that we came up with that design. So I confess, as a creator, sometimes it's a little easier to design characters than it is to design others. But you know what? If you keep pushing yourself and keep really setting goals for yourself and challenging yourself, you're gonna get there and you become a better artist as a result. Okay? All right, guys, that's it. Character design. What'd you guys think? Which character design do you like the best? Timmy Turner or Bunsen as a Beast, or one of my other characters? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That will really help me out. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching Confessions of a Nicktoon Creator. Don't forget, art gives you power. Use it wisely. Hey Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.